Ethereum, third time, apparently not so damn lucky. We just got rejected from our hard place again. So I want to take a look at the charts, take a look at the orders I'm putting in for limit buy orders here on ETH, and of course, key ETH beta, Pepe. Let's take a look at it. So ETH, first and foremost, here is the rock. 200-day exponential moving average, $2,450. The hard place, the 200-day simple moving average, which is more of a lagging indicator. We are now seeing that $2,700 has been a key area of price resistance for Ethereum. We've been rejected 1, 2, 3 times so far. That means the market is respecting this critical level, and when when it finally breaks out, it's going to be probably pretty significant, and we'll probably see ETH run from $2,700 to like $3K pretty quickly, which is not a dramatic move, but it's enough, isn't it? It's enough to make some money. So on the bottom end here, we also have very critically the 20-day EMA finally crossing over the 200-day EMA here, so that could be an interesting area of price support on the lower level. So maybe we see it pull back to 2,500 or something like that in the coming days. We'll see how it plays out. Of course, a lot of it's going to depend on how Bitcoin reacts throughout the week, how U.S. equities act, all that kind of stuff. I've got a buy order in for Ethereum actually at $2,700 with a relatively tight stop loss at $2,650. So basically the idea here is that the next attempt, either it's going to be a successful breakout or we get rejected pretty quickly. Again, like happened today, which is why I'm gonna keep the stop loss pretty tight on that. If it cuts through the 200-day SMA at $2,700, it probably cuts through relatively decisively. We can see now this is an absolutely critical level here for the price of ETH. The market has rejected it 3 times already. Triple top coming in. Not so worried about that narrative currently, unless we're going to break under 2450 and I say, oh yeah, maybe it is a triple top coming in. Until then, let's just say it's moving sideways in a range, it's consolidating, and we will see a breakout inevitably come. Now, what's interesting is that yesterday's move did have some volume on it, but not enough volume to really create strong follow through here for Ethereum. Enough to push it up to the $2,700 mark again, but it got rejected there for the 3rd time. So that's my area of interest. That's what the market is telling us. This is the level to watch. $2,700 trigger order will get triggered if the price goes up to $2,700 again, running that tight stop loss in case it fails to once again break out there. And I'll do that trade again until we get it right, because at some point we're going to do the $2,700 breakout and it's going to be glorious and we'll make some money on ETH. Be fantastic. So that's the trade and watch for right now. By the way, we'll get to the Pepe trade in just a second. If you're trading, you need to have a great place to do it at. Guess what? BitUnix is that place. This is a no KYC exchange, and with the recent Coinbase hack, we can see why KYC is such a problematic damn thing. So no KYC allows you to keep your privacy while you're trading. You can long the rips, short the dips. They have deep liquidity over here. Okay, you don't even need VPN. No KYC, no VPN, no BS. Just come over, deposit USDT, trade, have a good time. Okay, deep liquidity, loads of pairs for not just Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, but also all kinds of altcoins, meme coins. They got you covered. And for a limited time, only a few days left on this particular offer, you're going to get some pretty crazy bonuses. You can get up to $400 in deposit bonuses. So it's 20%, max $400. You deposit $500, you get $100 back. Deposit $1,000, you get $200. And if you deposit $2,000, you get $400 back. That's $400 free money. Man, you can use trade on the exchange. Absolutely nuts. And $2,000 in trading bonuses. So the more you trade, the more you can earn. You see $200, $500,000, and $2,000 trading bonuses up for grabs here. Link down below in the description if you want to start trading on BitUnix. That's where I'm doing most of my trading at. And I'll show you the ETH trigger order as well as my Pepe ideas here as well. So Pepe, everybody's favorite frog coin. Look at this, man. We got this bullish pennant just grinding here, isn't it? One of these days, we're going to get a pretty epic breakout on this thing. That day has not come yet, but one of these days. Now, my thoughts are basically one of 2 things I'm looking for here. Right now, longing into resistance doesn't feel like the right play. It feels like a play I'd get punished for. It's tempting. Oh, it's so close. It'll break out, right? Long into resistance. If I was to long here, I would still want to put my stop loss down here at like 1280 or something, which would invalidate the 20-day EMA and the bottom trend line here on this bullish pennant. That's a big stop loss. If it gets hit, takes a pretty big hit, more than I'm probably willing to risk on the move right now. So what I would want to see, two possible entry points. Entry point number one, we pull back to the 20-day EMA and we pull back to the bottom of this bullish pennant. That's an entry around, let's say, 1320 approximately, with the stop loss down here around 1280, which would be below this support level here, right? Alternatively, if we see the price pumping, an entry around 1420 becomes interesting. Now, it's problematic because we've seen wicks up there before, and if you enter at 1420, you have a decent chance of getting stopped out and the price pulling back within this bullish pennant. But here's the thing. The market right now looks absolutely primed to either pump like crazy in the coming days or have a big old fat stinking dump, which is why, of course, we mitigate our risk when trading by using stop losses, right? Because these bullish pennants are all across the market right now. Remember, we had a big pump a few weeks ago, and everything's been consolidating, grinding, just like you see on this Pepe chart. There's dozens of other charts that look like this, the good ones anyway. There's a lot of charts that look like absolute dog crap right now, a different story. A lot of charts are looking like this right now, beautiful bullish pennants forming up, which an uptrending market, which we're currently in, tends to resolve to the upside. The odds favor an upside resolution. That being said, I would not be surprised to get one more test to the downside here in the coming days, but I will watch keenly for a breakout here too. So the order I'm going to put in right now is going to be looking for a downside test. So we can see order price, and we're trading 1,000 Pepe here. You're going to have a few more decimal points if you're trading straight Pepe on spot. 0.0132. That is the bottom end of the triangle, and that is the 20-day EMA. Okay? Take profit, 0.019. Okay? Stop loss, 0.0128. That's under the 20-day EMA, and that's under the bottom of the triangle. So go ahead and click long here and open up that position. So you can see, by the way, we still have our XRP trade open. It's been pretty lame, to be honest. We'll see. Gone from a few $100 unrealized profits to a few $100 unrealized profits, and sort of bouncing back and forth between the two. Mudang has been relatively muted since we had our initial breakout moment for this. We got that double top, essentially, or hit the area of resistance around 32 cents. Ever since then, it's been failing to have any sort of significant rally. We'll see how it goes. I've considered just taking the money and running on this one. We'll see. The chart's not looking super fantastic right now. It's broke down out of a key range and within that ascending triangle. And also is a pretty strong MACD bearish case right now as well. So I might just clip that one and take the money that's there. Don't know. Haven't decided definitively on that yet. Solana's still open, still chilling. I'm happy to let this run. Its entry price is 162. I'm happy to leave this open, let it run for a bit, see what happens. That's fine. That's fine. Solana trade's doing fine. By the way, of course, that ETH trigger order, so that's the limit order for Pepe there. And you see our trigger order right here for ETH at $2,700 entry price. Take profit, 3,000, stop loss, 26.50. So I put that in last night, but there it is. There's that trade. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you back in the next one.